Canopy Climbing Collective here today at Tree Kit. We're just doing some reviews on the HeftyFlex rigging rope from Harkie. Just some of our experiences using it in the industry, rigging, pulling. Just going to ask some of the boys, you know, what they think about it. So,
I had the opportunity to use it with a smart winch in some like lifting operations. You get quite a nice positive feel between the winch and your pulleys and your anchors because it's quite a low stretch rope.
Yeah, good on the smart winch. Well, I used it for some span rigging, so we noticed it was pretty smooth running through a pulley. Also quite smooth running through the block as well.
Going back to my last video, I won't use the word intuitive again. But I found that, yeah, as I was saying before, like it feels quite natural when you're rigging with it. So because it tends to flatten out quite a bit, as the weight gets heavier on it, it almost responds to the weight that you're rigging off. So if it's going through rings, it will flatten out quite nicely, and it doesn't cause too much stretch on the outer fibres. So imagine if it was a round rope, if it's going around a bend, there's going to be a lot more stretch on those outer fibres. Yeah, tension on the top. But because it flattens out a bit more and kind of fits into the groove of the ring, it doesn't tend to, you know, have that amount of wear or that stretch on the outer fibres. So yeah, it feels beautiful to lower with. A very natural kind of feel to it.
It's a really nicely made rope, you know, it's got a very nice feel, low stretch, plenty of feedback from the rigging. But yeah, it's got a very good knotability, it's very supple. It sort of, you know, you can pull your marlin spike out, you know, your stopper knot when you're rigging, so you can sort of tie your sections off and stuff. And yeah, it seems to give a lot of feedback.
Yeah,
really good rope. Yeah.
And after putting it through some, you know, quite a lot of lowering and through a fair amount of abuse, I guess you could say, it does. It starts to fluffen up just a little bit. So as that waxy coating starts to wear a bit, it does start to fluffen up a little bit, which can be a good thing as well. You know, it's going to make lowering even more sort of forgiving and even more natural as well.
I found for negative rigging, it catches quite nicely as well. When it did almost instantly.
It runs really smooth in all of the hardware, you know, in the bollard and in the pulleys and stuff. So yeah, that sort of that feedback, you know, to, you know, when you say intuitive, it actually,
you know what I mean.
It is intuitive, yeah.
It is. It's
almost
very
like
friendly
the rope is
to the
lending
gear.
it.
So all in all, we think, you know, this is quite a high-end premium rope. So it may cost a little bit more than your average rigging rope, but you know, definitely worth getting your hands on.
Yeah, it is. It's going to serve like a few functions as well. Because it's low stretch, you're going to be able to use it for lifting. Because it's so, because of the way it feels and the way it flattens out, it's going to feel really nice for lowering with as well. Feel very natural. So it's going to be a good multi-purpose rope that you can use for all types of rigging.
Yeah, and also the fact that you can get these, you know, these sort of abnormal sizes. You know, you get the 13, the 16, and the 19.
Yeah, just a little bit bigger than a 12.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit smaller than an 18.
Yeah. It's cool to have those in betweens, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, very nice rope.
Would recommend.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us try it out.
Yeah.